Have you ever dreamt about taking a cruise on one of them fancy boats, soaking up the beauty and the magic just to free your soul? It's floating on the ocean, just a notion that seems out of reach. One thing on your bucket list is just to go and see the beach. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but helping hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
You know you gotta do the things you've only dreamed about. Don't let anything stop you thinking you can't go all out. You can do the things you never thought were possible with helping hands to help you get there. Even oceans are no obstacle. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but helping hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
So if you ever dreamed about taking a cruise in one of them big old boats, soaking up that sun, feel that breeze, yeah, there is still hope. Don't let the ocean be an ocean that is out of reach. Let's get together, help each other, and go see the sea. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You've got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but helping hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, making your dream a reality. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
Hey folks. You raise your glass. You raise our glasses. I'd like to propose a toast. 2 years ago today, we were on a cruise, wrapping up from the first inaugural cruise. So today, we're on a cruise again, 2 years later. This is the third cruise, but it's been 2 years since the first thing. So, here's to HH4C.
Amen. Woo! Amen.
Woo, cheers!
Amen.
To many more.
Yes, folks, that was 2 years to the original Helping Hands for Cruising Group Cruise. G'day, folks. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. It's Shaun in the chat, just saying g'day. And we've got Joe in the background there. Welcome aboard, Joe. And for everybody else listening, I know there's a few of you listening out there in the background. Thank you for listening. If you do decide to pop up, please do. Well, the clocks have changed in the US, or in North America, I should say. So they've gone an hour back, which means that we are definitely at an ungodly hour for them. If you were Eastern, as in Miami, the time there right now would be 4 a.m. So if anybody from Miami is up at 4 a.m., I'm greatly surprised. Anyway, folks, g'day, welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Couple of things that I wanted to chat about in the show today is, number one, we had Roxie on board. As you would have all remembered, we had Roxie on board our show on Saturday our time, Friday night for those of you across the pond. Got a few interesting statements come out of that particular show, and then we had our board meeting on Saturday for Helping Hands. And so I'm going to talk a little bit about both, some of the benefits and some of the updates and thoughts that have been going on. Now, first of all, let me get you guys to get your diaries out, your calendars, because most important in the first instance, we've got our cruiseathon set up. The cruiseathons will be in next year. They will be running January the 17th through to the 19th. April the 11th to the 13th, and August 8th to 10th. Those are the dates for the next cruiseathon. Now, what we want is, number one, we want people to participate in those cruiseathons, as in Present the Hour. But more importantly, we are looking for hosts out there who would be more than happy to host a cruise. Now, if you're happy to host a cruise, that would be absolutely fantastic, because that's exactly what Amy did with her Put a Lime in a Cruise, and that's how we got Roxanne onto that cruise. G'day, Jonesy. Welcome aboard, mate. Nice to have you here. Nice to see you. What's the weather like in Tassie? And Joe, what's the weather like in Dubbo? We had a 22 degree day today. We're headed for 30 tomorrow. So, and don't ask me who won the horse race. I don't care. I didn't even look at it. I can't even spell horse, let alone race. Anyway, Jonesy's saying 15 and sunny. That's a nice day. 15 and sunny. 15 to 20 by my reckoning is very pleasant. Joe, 2 words for the weather: bloody hot. Did you hit the 30s? Did you hit the 30s, mate? Because if you did, then I can understand. Bloody hot. Okay, so put those dates in mind. As I said, January the 17th through the 19th, April the 11th through the 13th, and August 8th till the 10th of 2025. Those are the dates. So as I was saying before, not only do we want people to participate in the cruiseathon, that would be extremely fantastic, but we are also looking for people who are going to host cruises. If you host a cruise, then we will support you in that. And the key thing is that we want to get as many people on board the cruise ship as we can. After all, that's what Helping Hands is all about. And now, so if you want to be a host, put together a 2 to 4 minute video telling us why you feel you need to benefit as the host. And if you want to have somebody up as a recipient, the recipient cannot be a family member. They do have to be somebody you nominate, and you do that through a 2 to 5 minute video telling us why you're nominating that particular person for the benefit of going on the cruise. All right, Joe is saying that the horse race, the 164th Melbourne Cup, was won by Knight's Choice. Very nice. Congratulations. Jonesy is saying tomorrow we break the teen temps. It will be 20. Yeah, I heard we're going to have 30. Joe is saying the Aussie horse ridden by an Irish jockey who was a past contestant on The Voice. Seriously? Okay. Temperature for Joe was 33 degrees, 33.3. Man, that's a nice warm day. That's a nice warm day. At least you didn't have an overnight of 28, which is what we will be looking forward to when we go deep into summer, deep into January, February. So based on the way the board meeting went on the weekend, it was rather fruitful because we organised the cruiseathons. We want as many people on board that as possible. We will be starting to take some people who want to be hosts for the January session. We will be starting to do that fairly shortly. And if you are interested, please do give us a heads up. Either email me or put it into the chat, and we'll certainly get that info up and running. But if you want to, you can email me at president@helpinghands4cruising.org. That would be useful because then you can actually get info to me and I can pass it on to the right people. All right. Also, we are looking for people who can sponsor. And folks, if you do want to donate to Helping Hands, I mean, look at the pictures. You can see the pictures around me right now. Roxie with big smiles on her face. If you saw the show on Friday night, Saturday, you would have seen Roxie with a big smile on her face. She had nothing negative about the whole cruise scenario. She enjoyed every minute of it. The only thing she found that she wanted to change was where her cabin was, and for that we had no control over that. But there she was on board the cruise. Joe is saying dirty tree and a turd degrees. Yeah, that is you could say that. Jonesy is saying you look like you're wearing shoulder pads, Shaun. What's happening with the shirt? Actually, I've got a hoodie on because it's a bit cool in the room I'm in. We live in a house that's double brick, and the room I'm in is actually a bit on the cool side. So I've got a hoodie on and I've got my shirt on over the top of the hoodie. That's why I look like I've got shoulder pads. Actually, I'm doing imitations of Uncle Fester for the next Halloween. That's what I'm doing. Joe saying, got to get Shaun the easiest way to email president at Helping Hands, the number 4 cruising.org. Thank you for that, Joe. I really appreciate it. That's the best way to do it. And that will send me an email directly, and then all we need to do is get that to the relevant people. Yeah, either that or just go onto the website, helpinghandsforcruising.org. So there we go. All right, so the next cruise that we've got now, by the way, that toast that Michael Ann was giving was actually the Put a Lime in It cruise was actually sailing out 2 days before the original Helping Hands for Cruising cruise on the Carnival Horizon was coming back into Port Miami. So based on that, Michael Ann was actually toasting it. And so we were having, it was 2 years to the day almost, a little over. Thank you, Jonesy. I like it when people appreciate me, Uncle Fester. It was actually 2 years, and we really appreciate the toast that was made, because it basically brought to fact that this thing is up and running, and we've gone down the path 2 years now. Can you imagine where we went from? We had one recipient and a wing and a prayer, and now we're up to our 3rd ship, going on to our 4th and 5th. Incredible. Joe is saying Roxie is one amazing lady. Her infectious attitude is contagious. You know what, Joe? I'll tell you something. I looked at Roxie and I looked at Kenny, our original, and I'll tell you what, they both have the same mindset. And that mindset is, if you don't try, you die. So get out there and try. And that's exactly what she did. She tried everything. She did everything. I mean, Kenny did everything as well. It's just incredibly amazing. And I know for a fact that not only Roxie's life was changed, but everybody else on that cruise's life was changed. There were a couple there, camp maintenance guy, Troy and his wife. They were on there, and you know what? Their lives were changed as well. So there we go. Joe's saying precisely, that's it. And Jones is saying, hey, Joe, smash the like button, please. Yep, as many of you as possible, please smash the like button. We want as many people coming in there and giving us a heads up on what's going. Sheesh, thanks, Jonesy. Yep. At the end of the day, we would like this channel to be self-sufficient. That means we need to have 1,000 subs and we need to have 4,000 watch hours. So the sooner we get that happening, the better. And I think we're growing there slowly, as well as a couple of other things that are coming into play very quickly. So there we go. Anyway, getting back to the board meeting now. there was talk about which cruise lines we'd be looking at for future cruises. Now, I will say this. We have had three Carnival cruises in the Carnival Cruise Line. Unfortunately, Carnival Corporate's main focus is St. Jude's, which I understand that is an important hospital and it is an important charity. But we are looking at some of the other cruise lines that have actually bent over backwards. And the one that's actually bent over backwards more so for HH4C has been Norwegian. When we first approached them, they took things and they put it aside, and everything went well. They were accommodating, and they still are accommodating, unlike some others that refuse to actually deal with us in any way at all. So at the moment, the cruise line of choice is the Norwegian Cruise Line at the moment. G'day, Jonesy's alter ego. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Joe is saying he now has a photo shoot to organise with 3 Denning Landseers. He finally found himself a high-screen Landseer, and he has spent ages hunting for a high screen. Mate, that's awesome. Congratulations. I hope it goes well. Hey again, Jonesy. Well, it's not Jonesy. It's his alter ego. You've got to get it right. Get it right. All right. It's that time. I'm now going to put on this particular advert. I'm actually looking forward to this if we are lucky enough to win Tats Lotto or the lottery. But this particular cruise is actually a bucket list cruise for us. It's actually one going out of Seattle. So let's play it and let's have a look.
Have you been dreaming of an Alaskan cruise? Or maybe you've taken one before and you just can't wait to go again. If so, the Helping Hands for Cruising Group Cruise is just the cruise for you. June 15th through June 22nd, 2025, you will set sail on the magnificent Norwegian Encore. This amazing group cruise will take you to Juneau, Skagway, a majestic cruise through Glacier Bay, Ketchikan, a stop in Victoria, British Columbia before arriving back in Seattle. Contact Bruce at ocean2oceantravel.com today to find out how you can be a part of this fantastic group cruise to Alaska. This is one you definitely don't want to miss.
Yep, you're right. It's one we definitely don't want to miss. It will be an absolutely fantastic cruise, and we wish we could be on it. Stream Elements, welcome aboard. Stream Elements wants to say that Helping Hands for Cruising would like to thank you all for your donation. Absolutely, we are grateful for everybody who donates, because after all, it is donations that keeps this thing going. Jonesy is saying, just seeing the Spirit of Tasmania sailing out on the horizon heading to Geelong. Yeah, how annoying. Actually, I think there's a couple of cruise ships that will be coming around Melbourne at some point in the next couple of days or so. All this will be on the Duck Show tomorrow. We'll talk about what ships are important, all that sort of stuff. But at the end of the day, folks, we are really excited because, I mean, people like Roxie have just had the most incredible experience. And as time goes by, we will actually be building a cruise down under as well. The Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise. Oh, God, I said it. I have to show it. I really do, because if I don't, I'll get into serious trouble. Yes, Jonesy, I agree with you. That drummer plays open-handed. He's seen the video plenty of times and just noticed it. It's a drummer thing, mate. You know what? Drummers always try and look for drummers to try and see whether or not they're doing the best. And hey, it is what it is. You do what you got to do. What can I say? To be honest with you, folks, we we're excited that Roxy's had an awesome time. We've learned a lot from that, and you know what? We definitely want to learn a bucket load more. So the next board meeting that we have will include, I believe, the advisory board. So they will come on in and they'll throw in some more ideas and so forth. So it's going to be an exciting meeting. Last week at the board meeting, we were short a couple people because they were on a cruise. Ross was out on the booze cruise. He just came back recently. He was out there with Scott and they were having some fun on that cruise. Did some good promotion work for Helping Hands, and we're certainly looking forward to some of the stuff that they're putting together so that we can get more and more people coming up onto the crew, onto Helping Hands, get some more people on board cruise ships. At the end of the day, folks, we're excited, we're happy, we're glad that we were able to put Roxie on. Now we want to put a bucket load more on. So if you know of anybody who deserves a cruise, who cares where they are, we'll figure it out. Let's get it done. Let's figure it out and get them on board. The more the merrier. Right now, we're in a position where we can fit. Well, we've got 3 recipients right now that are being considered, and there are 3 more that have been considered but have been put into a holding point because of their medical issues. So as soon as they all improve and we get good positive stuff happening, we will then be more than happy to promote them onto a cruise ship, that is. So let me say, folks, again, if you know of anybody who wants to host, let us know. If you know of anybody that you think deserves to be a recipient, let us know, and we will then certainly make things active and try and get them on board. Having said that, I do want to say that there's nothing better than when you get on a cruise and you watch the lights switch on. It's just an amazing look. I mean, Roxie was beside herself when she looked up at the ship. V just stood there laughing because V knew what it was like. Michael Ann stood there laughing because she knew what it was like. And as a result, it was not laughing at her. It was laughing with her, because anybody who gets into that position, that goes onto a cruise for the first time, it's like dinner plate eyes. You know, it's an amazing thing to watch. It's an amazing thing to be involved with. So I'll tell you what, I couldn't be more proud of the people who actually did partake in the cruise. I couldn't be more proud of their activities and their assistance, and the fact that we've got a person there now that's hooked on cruising. You know, at the end of the day, the more the merrier. We want everybody to have the same benefits as we have, the same fun and the same opportunity to grow and to enjoy. You know, cruising is an amazing thing. It does change the mind. It changes your life. And those that we can put on board a cruise, wow, you know, they grow from it, and that's an exciting thing. Well, folks, I don't have much more to say to you at this particular point. We are trying to get some more important interviews and so forth on board. Anybody who has any questions, we're looking forward to those questions so that I can answer them on the show. All I'm going to say is, oh, there we go. Island Life has just popped in. G'day, Jonesy. Alter Ego number 3. I don't have much more to say, folks. So what I'm going to do now is head out. Thank you so much for popping in. I'm going to head out and let us all enjoy another week. Tomorrow will be the Ducks coming out, talking cruising and so forth. And on Friday night, hopefully 10 p.m. Eastern or Melbourne time, 2 p.m. because the US have gone back. 2 p.m. On Saturday Arvo, we'll be doing our show again. So, folks, we look forward to catching up with you. Have a great night. Have a great day, those that are on board, and we will talk to you later.
Have you ever dreamt about taking a cruise on one of them fancy boats, soaking up the beauty and the magic just to free your soul? It's floating on the ocean, just a notion that seems out of reach. One thing on your bucket list is just to go and see the beach. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
You know you gotta do the things you've only dreamed about. Don't let anything stop you thinking you can't go all out. You can do the things you never thought were possible with Helping Hands to help you get there. Even oceans are no obstacle. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dreams a reality.
So if you ever dreamed about taking a cruise in one of them big old boats, soaking up that sun, feel that breeze, yeah, there is still hope. Don't let the ocean be a notion that is out of reach. Let's get together, help each other, and go see the sea. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You've got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands